Right, so we're here today, we're going to be talking about the death of physical media. Not that it's like a dead set thing, but just kind of going forward what we think about it. And I've got a special guest on today, John Bailey. How are you doing?
Hello there. I'm very good. Thank you for having me on, Joseph.
Yeah, no problem. Now, to all the viewers, John helped us out with the Terminator 2 video that we did a few weeks ago, and that got a lot of attention. So, you were basically wanting to talk about formats and how it's kind of going and which formats are dying out, because obviously Blu-ray's been around for a good decade now, and we've got 4K format as well, but DVDs are still quite prominent in shops, which is a bit of a shame. So what's the deal there?
Well, it's looking like I was in Tesco's this morning and they've had the most amazingly fantastic idea I've come across in a long while. So last week you could get DVD chart and you could also get a separate Blu-ray chart with 4Ks interspersed amongst. This week they've come up with this lovely holistic chart, so you've got a combination of DVDs, Blu-rays and 4Ks. It's kind of like Where's Wally? If you're looking for 4K, it's just an impossibility. And I just think it's, for myself personally, I think it's just indicative that physical media, if it's not careful, is going to die out, because we live in a place called Skipton. Skipton is pretty much, you can get anything that you want except for physical media of stuff like Blu-rays and DVDs in great quantity. You can't pre-order. So when you go in this morning and you're looking for Alien Covenant, and you're looking at what's it released, so you've got Alien Covenant 1 in DVD, you've got it in Blu-ray in second place, and then you've got in on 13th place for 4K. Now, whilst people might think, well, what's wrong with that? Well, how can it possibly be part of a chart? It won't have sold any items whatsoever, or any units rather. So how the hell is it number 1 and 2? You've then got Guardians of the Galaxy DVD at 3, the Blu-ray at 4, and somewhere over on another shelf you've got the Guardians of the Galaxy 4K. Now bearing in mind that was top 20 last week and it's been scuttled far enough over. I just think, I don't know, I really don't know what to make of it at all. You've got a whole range of Blu-rays down at the very bottom shelves. I think other than Aliens, you are genuinely, you are looking at Guardians of the Galaxy in 4, and then you are looking at, as Blu-ray sales, King Kong in 42nd place. Now it just doesn't make sense to me. I was looking at a website called numbers.com before I came on here, and now bear in mind this is just in United States of America, but after a couple of weeks of sales, if we just use Logan as an example, Logan had shifted 906,000 copies of Blu-ray in America, as opposed to 300 and something thousand in the United States, which suggests that there is a 66% take-up of Blu-ray over DVD. Now, if that translates across the Atlantic, it means that Blu-ray's not being given a chance, and I think that's why there's no take-up outside of big cities. Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, and it's, as a person who likes to buy physical copies and who likes to go to the shops to buy them day one, it kind of sucks, like you said. The fact that you're mentioning like the cities in this is kind of a big deal, because I mean we live in a town that's fairly big on sort of buying stuff. It's like a tourist town kind of thing, but when it comes to buying the latest films and TV series, you really have to rely just on Amazon basically, because they're just not stocking these things in. Obviously they would be selling more. I mean, I don't think me and you are in the minority here, or are we? I mean, what do you think about in terms of demand? Because obviously it comes down to supply and demand at the end of the day.
Well, you can't pre-order, mate. It's as simple as that. I went in and spoke to the lady who does what we call merchandising, and I says, if possible, could me and my friend pre-order some of the 4Ks just so you can get them in stock? We'd pay up front. No, we're not allowed to do that. So there's really something missing at Tesco's, and I mean, that's not knocking anybody who works at Tesco's Skipton, because the service is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you ask for something and it's not on the shelf, they will actually go and look, and they'll sometimes take 10-15 minutes. So you can't ask for much better service than that, and often they have their Blu-rays in the back. But that begs another point: if they're in the back, why are they not out front? And I guarantee it'll be all to do with space. But if there's a market for it, why aren't they making more space? The answer will be they're not making much money on a unit. But if people are buying a Blu-ray, they're going to be buying things like Coca-Cola, crisps, sweets, that sort of thing. You don't just go in and buy something. You're going to be buying other items. I mean, I'm just having a look at the charts now, and whilst we have the Blu-rays at 42 onwards, at number 26, you've got Leon in DVD, and at number 23, you've got the original Stephen King's It, and that's at position 23. And you cannot tell me that they are selling currently more than things such as King Kong, Ghost in the Shell, Power Rangers, John Wick 2, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, very strange.
You can't tell me. You just can't. It's ridiculous. And as for 4K, I mean, for a while, what's really odd is Tesco's had more 4K than they did Blu-rays. It's a little bit, it's a bit odd. So I don't think physical media is dying out necessarily, but I think it needs more support.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because it's down to availability really, and I tend to find as well that it also affects the content that's on the physical media, like the extra features and stuff, and we can do a different video on that a separate day because it's a bit of an expansive issue, extra features. But case in point was that Terminator 4K film. I know that obviously people are watching things online and there's a convenience of that, but I think obviously it's had a knock-on effect with the content that you get on your Blu-ray discs and obviously even DVDs as well. I mean, you get no extra features with them nowadays.
No, you don't, do you? I mean, I know you'll be particularly interested. There looks to be a DVD with some features on called Snatch with your favourite actress Amy Schumer in it. So I mean, that might be something that you're interested in looking at. Sorry, Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, see, Goldie Hawn was actually funny, but there you go. So what they have actually, so on that DVD, I actually do have extra features.
Yeah, it looks like. Hang on. No, you might be able to win a trip, but there is something that's sticking out that makes you think, oh, I might pick up that DVD.
Yeah.
Whereas on Blu-rays, you don't necessarily see it. No, I just think. I mean, let's look at the HDR situation. We were having a conversation with somebody at work today, and they'd got a new 4K TV. The 4K TV is fantastic, but there's a real lack of understanding where the person concerned wasn't sure what his TV was capable in terms of high dynamic range. Now, if he's got a high dynamic range of Dolby Vision, that means he's going to get something like Power Rangers. In order for him to get HDR Dolby Vision, that would mean he'd have to stream it in at the same time as he's watching the movie. Now, unless you've got fibre optic broadband, that's sort of a death knell already for HDR Dolby Vision, without a shadow of a doubt. Because at the minute they haven't figured a way to put extras on it, let alone compressing two sets of HDR onto the disc. So that's not knocking Dolby Vision. I just think it's another reason. I don't know. I just think we're in a strange position with physical media right now.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. We've got a couple of minutes left, but like I said, I think a big deal as well here is people making do and just buying DVDs and not knowing the difference kind of thing. And I think Blu-rays would have picked up a lot more if, I don't know, if the shops and that had supported the Blu-ray format more than they do now, because it seems like DVD is still the prominent seller in the shelves. If you look at what's on the shelves, that's what I mean.
Well, I think your bigger issue there, mate, is Sky, because people think, and it's the same again, they'll come out and say, oh, well, I'm getting Sky HD or Sky Q, and it's 4K. But what people are failing to realise is the 1080 isn't 1080p, it's 1080 interlace, so you're not getting full HD there. And the 4K, as good as it is, and it is very, very good, it's certainly a markup from the 1080, it's not the same as a 4K disc. So I think people need to, I think the cost of players, I mean, all they have to do is buy an Xbox One S. You can pick up a second-hand one for about 100, 120 quid. That is a hugely significant saving over what I know you have paid for our players. Yeah. And it is a very, very good setup. It had an upgrade recently, and suddenly the picture quality that's coming off it is absolutely fantastic. It's not enough to make me get rid of mine, because I kind of like using my games console for games console. But if I didn't have any other option, my word, would I have that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, there tends to be a kind of well, what difference does it make? It's 4K, that's all that matters attitude. It's like if you were to go back to the 80s and say somebody's just bought a videotape player and say, well, is it Betamax or is it VHS? What difference does it make? It makes a difference.
Yeah.
So we've kind of run out of time anyway, so all interesting stuff there. We'll see what else comes out of this. If our viewers like this, if it gets any positive feedback, we can definitely do many follow-ups to this. So, you happy with that?
Yeah, please let me know if I've bored the shit out of you.
No, no,
not get to hear more of me. Sorry for swearing there, but...
No, bollocks that, I fucking swear, it's fine. Yeah, we'll leave it there, and cheers for coming on and everything, so...
No, thank you, and I look forward to maybe being on again, and if not, I'll certainly contribute, because I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, cool. Alright, well, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.